Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Review. Well, I want to talk to you about Washington's war on our wealth. I want to talk to you about two particular clients, George and Gina and Tom and Patty. And here are the core four areas that they learned that I want to teach you this coming Tuesday at retirementprotected.com. And here's the core four: asset optimization, income maximization, tax elimination, and legacy preservation. And what I talk about in an upcoming book, one of my upcoming books, are the three Ps, right? So if people said, Chuck, what are the three things that boomers trying to get to retirement or retirees trying to get better through retirement, what are the key three things or the top three things that they could do? Prepare, prevent, and protect. I'll give you a great example. I think of George and Gina. When we met them, they said, it hit home with us when you said, can we answer the question, do we know the retirement risk road we're heading down? What are our tax risks? What are our inheritance risks? What are our market volatility risks? And what we found just in their tax piece alone was over $8 million that would have been lost depending on all of Washington's all-out war on our wealth, right? Targeting estate taxes, capital gain taxes, federal income taxes, inheritance taxes. I mean, the list just goes on, folks. And so they have a son and a daughter, and they've worked really hard and have saved a tremendous amount of money. In fact, so much that after they maximized their IRAs and 401ks, they've saved a lion's share, a good portion of their money in after-tax brokerage. But they're in retail. And retail brokerages throw off what's called phantom income, unwanted capital gains, whether you're taking money out of the accounts or not. But they'd also saved a substantial amount in IRAs and 401ks. And their requirement of distributions they are just now experiencing cost them, their RMDs are over 100,000, cost them over $30,000 of taxes. And here's the irony: they didn't need the money. And they would rather preserve that money, right, for their legacy. And obviously for their own enjoyment, for that matter. Well, added the fact that when you totaled up the estate tax, the capital gain tax, the RMD tax, the stepped up in basis avoidance that can't be avoided now tax, almost 8 million, possibly over 8 million, depending on how much higher taxes go. Well, I also want to talk to you about Tom and Patty selling, like many of you reaching out that own real estate that's appreciated, or a business that's appreciated, or a portfolio that's sitting on a lot of capital gains. And if you don't know the capital gains you're sitting on in your after-tax brokerage portfolio, make sure you do, because that's a major war on wealth, all-out Washington warfare of higher capital gains tax. Well, they learned not only how to sell their business, but also both couples actually learned how to use a little tax savings provision that Trump put in up to 100% deduction that we're probably not going to have it get through 2021. So the time to get it done is definitely in 2021. That provides a 100% tax deduction. So just like George and Gina, we were able to actually untax all of their IRAs where they have no more RMDs, no inheritance tax risk to their son and daughter. Tom and Patty, no inheritance risk to their son, no RMDs. Actually avoided the majority of all the tax on the sale of their business. Folks, you worked hard for your money. Let us teach you. Imagine more financial success, less stress, less worry, less tax. And they also learned how to create tax-free lifetime income, some of which are proprietary and private equity offerings that I'll teach you some about this Tuesday at retirementprotected.com. In other words, 6 to 8% locked-in yields, no fees, no downside market risk, and some that have unlimited upside opportunity with no downside risk. And your money can be designed tax-free and market risk-free. You worked hard for your money. Let us teach you how to remove your money from Washington's all-out war on your wealth. retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com.